the sentence of court. Upon hearing the submissions of all counsel and giving them the best consideration that I can in the circumstances, the convicts are sentenced as follows. On count 1, which is murder, A1, A2, A3, A5, A6, A7, and A8 are sentenced to 40 years imprisonment each. On count 2, which is aggravated robbery, they are sentenced to 20 years imprisonment each, in addition to which they should jointly and severally pay compensation of shillings 100 million to the family of the deceased. On count 3, kidnap with intent to murder, they are sentenced to 30 years imprisonment each. The sentences are to run concurrently, and the period each one has spent on remand is to be deducted. F4 is sentenced to 7 years imprisonment on each count. The sentences are to run concurrently, and the period spent on remand should be taken into account and deducted. And the reasons for the sentences are as follows. The conduct of the convicts and the impunity with which they carried out the offenses was most despicable, considering that the matter over which the deceased was abducted, tortured and robbed, and eventually killed could have been settled by way of a civil suit. The convicts ought not to have taken the law into their hands when they had an alternative under the law. The commission of the offense was meticulously premeditated and executed as already indicated in the judgment. All the convicts acted in furtherance of unlawful purpose, and as the evidence indicates, each played a part in the commission of the offenses and failed to disassociate themselves from the heinous act. They abducted, tortured, robbed, and eventually killed the deceased to unlawfully recover money that she owed. The deceased was repeatedly assaulted all over her body, including the head, arms, stomach, and her back, causing her grievous harm, which resulted into her death. The abduction was as a result of fraud, and the death was not accidental, but was deliberately occasioned in furtherance of an unlawful purpose. All the pleas of the deceased to be allowed to pay the money fell on deaf ears. The convicts had sufficient time from the time they abducted the deceased from her home in the morning up to the time when she was finally taken to CPS to reflect on their actions, but they did not find it in their hearts to repent and settle the matter amicably and in a civilized manner. The offenses negatively impacted on the victim's family, relatives, and public at large. It caused a lot of apprehension and concern for the safety of the person, and is something that is greatly frowned upon. While court takes note of the mitigating factors given in respect of each convict, it was wrong for them to take the law into their own hands. By giving those sentences, the court hopes to send a strong message to the community or public that disputes of any kind ought to be settled peacefully and not violently, and that any person should refrain from taking the law into their own hands. The convict's age, being young or of advanced age, does not save them from custodial sentences, as the provisions of the sentencing guidelines are not mandatory. The circumstances of this case call for custodial sentences, considering the manner in which the deceased was treated. While all the convicts have families and other community responsibilities, justice requires that they should be punished for the offenses they committed, otherwise they will not learn from their mistakes. As earlier stated, they ought to learn not to take the law into their hands. Court has given those custodial sentences taking into considerations that since the decision in Kigula case, the death sentence is not mandatory. Finally, I wish to observe that humanity was created to carry forward an ever-advancing civilization and to behave like the beasts of the earth, as the convicts did in this case, is not acceptable and cannot be condoned. The right of appeal, you have a right to appeal against the convictions and the sentences if you so wish.
Asooka, owokubiri, owokusatu, owokutaano, owomukaaga, omusanvu n'omunaana. Omusango ogusooka ogw'obutemu mwena buli omu ajja kumala kukola obusibe bw'emyaka 4. Omusango ogwokubiri ogw'obubbi obusibe bwa mu myaka 2 n'okuliyirira famire y'omugenzi.